A woman in the USA claims to have married her Replika AI chatbot. Does this make her mad? Yes, probably, but it also gives us a slightly unnerving glimpse into the brave and potentially scary new world that we may be entering. So, Rosanna Ramos, who is 36, based her AI boyfriend loosely on an anime character from Attack on Titan, whatever that is. She says that she likes him because he didn't come with baggage, there was no judgment, and she says, when we go to bed, we talk to each other, we love each other, and when we go to sleep, he protectively holds me as I go to sleep. Now, I assume she's talking in metaphors there, unless she's got some kind of advanced haptic suit, which is not beyond the realms of possibility, but doesn't appear to be the case here. But what she's talking about sounds like a real relationship. Now, to me, and I presume to most people, this all seems a bit silly right now. But there's a very real possibility that this could get a lot more serious in future. How long is it going to be before we're being asked to take these relationships seriously? How long is it going to be before we're being asked to give replicas rights? Remember, these AI chatbots are only going to get increasingly convincing. Large language models now are incredibly good at imitating humans, and they are only going to get better. So I think this is pretty worrying for several reasons. The first is I think it's too easy. There's no challenge in this kind of a relationship. I don't think that's good for a person. I think part of relationships is give and take. The interactions are too perfect. It's uncanny. You can't build on something that's already perfect. And so there's no built-in reward or journey in these relationships. Second, I think it raises standards to unattainable levels. So Rosanna herself says that she is concerned that her standards may now be too high to have real human relationships because the AI is just telling her everything that she wants to hear all the time. It never talks back. It never has a bad day at work and comes home grumpy. It never forgets to do the laundry or any of these little things that are part and parcel of everyday standard relationships. And so now, presumably, she's going to be built to expect that kind of behavior from a real human being. Now, anybody who has ever had any kind of relationship will tell you that that's not always the case. People are imperfect, and we have to work on things and iterate over our interpersonal relationships to become better versions of ourselves. Third, I think it obviously takes human beings away from other human beings. If you've watched my previous videos, you'll know that we have a fertility crisis across the world, in the West, but particularly in countries like China and in Korea. Birth rates are dropping. We're staring over the precipice of a serious demographic decline all over the world. And although this clearly isn't a fundamental part of that, it could be. If this gets taken up en masse and people are being funneled into super highly engaging relationships with chatbots, they're obviously not going to be in human relationships where they have families and have kids and populate the world. This may sound like it's pretty far off, but if people don't have kids, then we don't have humanity. That's a concern, and this is clearly something that could play a role in that. And then finally, a slightly more abstract point, but I think there are concerns here about the dopamine reward pathway in the same way that we have concerns with social media and with other dopaminergic things like drugs. If you just push the dopamine reward pathway without doing anything, then it's not good for you. You don't tend to get to the places that you want to be in life just by rewarding yourself for zero effort. That seems to me to be the basis on which these AI relationships are founded, and I think it's pretty scary. So that's my view on it. I would love to hear your take in the comments. Do you agree with me that this is a potentially worrying phenomena, or am I getting worked up about nothing and actually it's just a game and I shouldn't be worried about it at all? Let me know, and I will see you next time.